Here we go. Here we go. Gallery view. Hello, Dawn.
Morning, Mark.
We're going to upset a few this morning. We're a bit late.
Well, it's Sunday. I've done a few jobs beforehand, so
Okay, well, it is Sunday. It's the 10th of May, 2020, and this is episode 48.
it's my sister's anniversary. So happy anniversary, Pauline and Michael.
Good. How many years is that? Long time.
Ooh, they got married in '86.
All right, blimey. Long time. They seem very happy anyway, which is good, isn't it? They won't watch this, will they?
Well, sometimes she does, so be careful what you say.
Okay. Well, on family matters, I was a bit surprised when talking to my brother, my youngest brother, Adam, who seems to only watch the first minute and a half of each morning.
Oh.
And then he goes on to other things, which a little bit disappointed. Not sure what he's getting out of that, to be honest.
We haven't got his attention. He's just doing the music bit.
He's not doing it very well, though, is he?
I don't know.
We've got some, I was going to say shit hot people on there.
Beep, beep.
Yeah. And one of them, which was Angie Crush yesterday, helped by her brother, got the song which was Bryan Adams, Have You Really Loved a Woman? Good question. We all ask ourselves.
Yeah.
Have you?
No. But I'm a bit confused by the question, let alone the answer.
Don't worry, we'll pass on that one. It's all right if you haven't. And the link was to Diana Krall. Apparently they've done a duet, according to Angie, but it was a little bit less complex than that. They were just both Canadian. So that was okay. And if you're wondering, viewers, why Dawn's got her head down and concentrating on other stuff, she's going to take over part of the show later, which I'm quite excited about. So final bits of preparation for that.
No, I was crossing something out because it would be very confusing if I went through that.
So on the music, we got today's music, and this will set a new record for the least amount of time a music section's played. So I'm going to have to be really snappy with my buttons and to challenge these people that are out there. I think they can get it, but I'm not sure whether to play one or two notes. It's that short, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Right, so you need peace and quiet. You ready?
Yeah.
Right. There you go. I think I've got that about right.
Okay.
Did you hear that all right?
Yeah, I heard it okay.
Okay, right, good. That's it. So we're lacking in photos, not coming in much. We've got a hardcore of people who send in photos and feedback, but I've used them all up, I think. So I'm having to resort to other things. So I've got another little bit of competition here for people. You've got to guess the year. Okay, you ready for this?
Yeah.
Coming up. Here we go.
Oh, Oski. Oh.
Yeah, they say dogs look like their owners, don't they? There you go.
Yeah, they do. Oh, look at him. Oh, bless him.
So there we go. So good feedback yesterday. Plenty of interest in the Mr. and Mrs. contest. Just seeing. It was all about that, I think, to be honest. Oh no, Hubert Bunce wanted to point out that the vice president he stood next to at the Rolling Stones concert went on to become the president of Cuba.
Blimey.
He's really mixed.
Did he overthrow everybody?
I don't know. I think they died.
Normally they just murder each other and take over. I'm not really sort of like sure what happens.
So Hubert's mixed with the Prime Minister of Canada.
Wow. And then he said he didn't know anyone famous either. I mean, he's not telling the truth, is he?
Hobnobbing, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, hobnobbing.
So come on to something. I mentioned my brother Adam. That's another thing. He's watching or been watching, and he recommended a series called Normal People. It's about the young loves from Ireland who go off to university. It's 12 in the series, I think. It's really popular on BBC iPlayer. Loads of sex in it. I'm wondering what he's getting out of it, but clearly it took him back to his young love. So there's one for everybody. Recommended my brother Adam. I'm halfway through. Quite deep in a way, quite deep, examining young relationships, I would say. But there's one for somebody. And that was based on a book by somebody who clearly had gone through some of those experiences. What would you write a book on?
Oh God, I think probably my life experiences. So nobody would buy it because it's very boring.
Okay, so
you have to write something about something you know, or you do a lot of research and you talk to a lot of people, and that would annoy me because you might not agree with some of their things.
Yeah.
I've got to go, Mark. I really have got to go in a minute. So could you put a pause on it and I'll come back?
I thought you'd been. All right, hang on. I'm putting a pause on there. And she's gone. Little interlude. Thought she'd been already. Could you see her gritting her teeth? I don't know. She'll be back in a minute. I'll just pause it again.
Sorry about that.
Well, I don't know. We did talk about perfect preparation prevents performance. That includes sorting yourself out and doing your business before you go live on recordings.
I have to tell you something. Nature calls when nature calls, not when you dictate. So at the end of the day, I suggest you can't help it.
Okay, right. So we've got some Mr. and Mrs. questions, quite a few of them, which I think we talked about. We would just go straight through to talk about them here, and then you'll do your bit to finish off with, like the competition. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, some of them are already, because I did my questions yesterday morning, some of them are already included in my questions. So.
Alan Buckle was quite pleased. He got 8 out of 10, pretending to be you, I guess.
No, it's because he knows both of us. Don't be so silly that he knows pretending to be me. Okay. He just thought, he was probably just guessing like I was.
Guessing what I would say, yeah. Guessing what I would say.
Guessing what you would say, yeah. Because even though you don't agree with what you say, from my point of view, it is what about you would say rather than what I would say.
Graham Saker wanted to know which one of us panics the most.
Yeah. I said guess.
Okay. Well, who does?
No, you answer that. See if you get it right.
Well, I think it varies a little bit. I think if the Wi-Fi goes down or something, it's me. Most other stuff, it's you, I would say, yeah.
I think you have to define panic.
Okay. Who is the most patient?
That's one of my questions. So we'll answer that later.
Okay, right. We got from Grazia, who sorts out arguments?
Well, we don't really have that many arguments, but when we do, it's deadly silence, and it takes us about a couple of days to begin to talk to each other.
Mm. We used to have a lot more, didn't we, I think? You were very volatile, weren't you?
I mean, you're not, mate. Under that persona is a person with a bad temper and a grumpy old man.
But you go.
I suggest you stop now. If you want to attack me, go. Think about what you can say.
You shoot out the front door and disappear.
That's when we had the children and they were younger, and I just needed 10 minutes on my own.
But the answer to Grazia is who sorts out the arguments? I do. Yeah. So next one, who goes to bed first? I think that's you, to be honest. When we generally go up together, don't we? But there's a slight delay because I'll give you the bathroom first. Normally, that's the normal scheme of things, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
Who gets up first? Well, that varies. Dawn's been doing it the last 2 or 3 days, but then I had a spell earlier in the lockdown. It varies, doesn't it?
Oh, Each their own. I mean, it does vary. It depends what we got on, really, doesn't it? Really, from that point of view.
Who swears the most? Well, that's you, of course. So that's all right.
Excuse me. I would disagree with that one.
Probably 50-50, I would think. We don't swear.
Yeah, exactly.
We're not big.
What did you do yesterday when when something goes wrong? What do you do?
What went wrong yesterday?
Well, something went wrong yesterday because you were picking and blinding.
Sat on a wasp.
That was it. And then you rattle on for about 5 minutes. So even though I might rant and rave and say a few swear words, you do it all the time.
I don't know. I dispute that. Who says no to things the most?
Oh, you do.
Yeah. Who decides which TV channel to watch the most?
Well, I can watch whatever I like because we've got more than one telly in the house, so that's okay during the day. But when we sit down together in the evening, it's on common ground until football's on, and then it's just what you want to watch.
I'd refute that, to be honest. I think it's you.
Well, you'd be no good at this game, would you?
Who wants an easier life?
Well, that's easy. You do.
Yeah, I agree with that one. Biggest drama queen?
You.
No, I'd refute that one as well. Oh dear.
Excuse me. Yesterday we just got on with it, and there wasn't any, back chat. Today, because it's you I'm doing the questions to you. There's a lot of back chat. Just get on with it. Take it on the chin, mate.
I think I'd have to film you at sections. I think I've got a section last night that you were a little bit of drama with Nicole, so I might show viewers a clip and they can make their own decisions at some point. Excuse
me, you don't show people the script. I've got quite a few clips of you doing a drama and you having a right old huff and puff. So
this is getting going. This is getting going.
So I suggest you be careful what you do.
I'm ready. D for Dawn and M for Mark.
Who has had the most road accidents? Right, this is the man who claims he's the better driver.
Hold on.
No, excuse me.
Where's your answer?
You're correct. I'm just going to say yes, correct.
How do we know that?
Oh, because that's my prerogative, and you.
I knew this would go pear-shaped. Let you control.
Your opinion. Stop trying to control somebody else's bit.
Go on then.
Who likes chewing gum the most?
Oh.
These are the easy ones.
Picking ones on me.
Yeah. Who walks the dog the most? Correct. Who has the most patience? Wrong.
No, I should be picking what I think you're going to
say. I'm thinking. You see, you can't play this game properly. This is your problem. Who helps?
Say that, but it's not.
No, true. It's wrong. You've got one wrong. Sorry. That's it. Who helps people the most?
If you've really thought about this, really thought about it.
I have. No, that's wrong. Who moans the most? No, this is what I would say.
I'll just go for the thing. Well, you're talking rubbish.
Just because you disagree, you've got to hold it inside, remember? Those gremlins are coming out, your monkey's on your shoulder. Who does the most jobs? Correct. Who has been caught speeding the most?
Oh.
Correct.
And the biggest fine, £1,000 fine.
Who shouts the most? correct.
Oh, you agree with one thing. You're not completely perfect then.
No. You know this, really. Who panics the most?
Depends on what circumstances. You're probably going to say that.
Yes, I would. And who is the most kind? Correct. Even if you disagree, it's what the other person thinks.
Yeah, well, the one I'm going back to, is that it?
Yeah, that's it. You got 7 out of 10.
Well, the one I'm going back to is who does the most for other people or something like that? Helps other people or something?
Who helps people the most?
Well, that's clearly me. I don't know how you possibly get that. It's, just because you go shopping for your mum that's only one. What about the 30 emails and stuff I get a day or whatever? Didn't think of that, did you? So you got.
Excuse me. You're not helping people that I know necessarily. You're helping other people that you think will do better in athletics, which is something you love. And so at the end of the day, if you want to write the bits, who does the most to help people? I do loads of jobs around here to help you. And so at the end of the day,
that's one person.
Answering a few emails doesn't make you the most helpful.
It's not just that, is it?
Oh, we're going to debate this, are we? Don't even get on Mr. and Mrs. then, because you're useless at it.
Right, okay, thank you very much. That was quite entertaining, I must say, even though I disagree with most of it.
I knew you would, but that was the whole point. I sat there and just took it yesterday. You are going to start there in your own opinions. Well, that's wonderful. Anyway, I'm going now. Goodbye.
Cheerio. Bye.